Hey Facebook, how are you all? I hope you're all well. Happy Sunday if you're here in Australia. Good morning if you're on the other side of the world. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a global business. I love helping people step into growth. It's been an absolutely incredible first week in June, and I have people that ask me all the time, how do you actually launch a business? How do you actually stay in launch mode? And so I want to share with you part of my launch mode tonight for you, so that way you too can have the most incredible month in June, because I know that June is such an important month of the year. If you run a home business, you are literally at the halfway mark, and it is a great time to course correct. Where are you in terms of your end of year goal? Where are you in terms of where you wanted to be this time? Like when you were creating your goals at the end of last year for 2020, where did you think you were going to be in June of this year? Like, how did you see yourself tracking? How many people were you going to have in your organization? You know, how are you tracking overall in terms of sales, etc.? So tonight I want to talk to you about that. And as you're hopping on, say hello, don't be a stranger. Tell me how your day's been. Tell me how your month's been so far. You know, it's so super important. Of course, guys, if you feel that this is going to be, hey, Sarah May, thanks for hopping on. If you feel that this is going to be of value to people, please feel free to share this, because people need to know how to actually stay in launch mode, but also to create a plan at the start of every month to be able to help people to continue their velocity, to continue their momentum. It is super important for you to understand that you just can't operate on a whim. You have to operate as a business every single month if you want to be paid as a business. Thanks, Sarah May. You are rocking it. So guys, tell me if you've ever wanted to know how to actually stay in launch mode, because staying in launch mode means that you also always have this velocity. You always have this anticipation that you're always going to be running. A lot of people just finish off the month and they go, ho hum, I'm going to start again. And there they go again. But the professionals or the people that have longevity and legacy businesses, they actually plan in advance. At the end of every month, what they do is they assess how their month's gone, they look at what they've achieved, and then they try and look forward and start thinking about the sorts of things that they want to fix or amend or repair or get better at, but they also look at what they want to achieve that month, right? And so I'm going to give you part of my launch plan. Right? This is not all of it, because I could go forever with my launch plan and I'll be here all night. So number one, you need to know that you always have to be in launch mode, right? At the start of every month, you have to commit. It's like you're starting afresh all over again. That month is gone, right? And now we have the chance to actually course correct. We have the chance to fix things. So always stay in launch mode like you're starting brand new at the start of every month. And it's a great time to actually get excited and get motivated, especially if you didn't have the month that you wanted the month before, right? Number two, you need to check your belief, right? How is your belief going right now? Like in terms of company, in terms of self-belief, in terms of leadership, in terms of product, in terms of your overall journey. Really check your belief system almost on a daily basis, right? Because in this game, if you're running your own show, you're running your home business, you need to make sure that you are 100% committed. You need to be a 10 every single day. And if you're not a 10, where are you not a 10 and why are you not a 10, right? And then what you need to do is you need to fix that. You need to actually make sure that you are constantly reassessing and rechecking your belief systems. Because if you're not a 10 and you've got a home business, you're going to find it very, very difficult to be able to then talk to people and tell that your belief is not 100% there. So you need to be on point all the time. And like I said, if you are not a 10, fix it. How are you going to fix it? Go and talk to people, become resourceful, right? Go and talk to mentors, go and do some training, what I do is I do a 1 to 10, like where am I? Am I a 6 or a 7 or am I an 8 or a 9? And then find out why, what is that, right? Number three, commit to a game plan. So at the start of every month, what you should be doing is setting up a game plan. Like, how many lives are you going to be doing every week? Like, are you going to be doing stories every day? Are you going to be prospecting, cold messaging every single day? How many of those are you going to be doing every day? How many follow-ups are you going to do every day? How many general connection messages are you going to be doing every day, right? You've got to make a game plan that if you don't have a game plan, it's like a car with no GPS coordinates, not knowing where it's got to go, right? You have to have a game plan so that way you know what you're going to be doing every single day. What is your set DMO that you're going to be doing every single day when you show to work, right? And so your game plan is your blueprint. That's why I love 90-day plans, because that's my game plan for 90 days. It's my blueprint, my business plan for 90 days, right? And it's not necessarily a sprint. For me, I use 90-day game plans as a blueprint for my business to make sure that I do the things that I need to do, right? 90-day plans don't necessarily have to be, and where you level up consistently in activity and you just go 10x. You can do those once or twice a year. I do them generally one a year where I go all out. Where I am right now, I'm doing an all out 90-day game plan, right? But you can also do what I do is that for the other 3 quarters, I just use them as a blueprint for my business. So you need to have a business plan at the start of every month to actually determine what activities you're going to be doing every single day. So that's number 3. Number 4 is you need to schedule in your time. Like, I run by a calendar. Professionals run by calendars. Amateurs actually go on a whim and just go, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. No, if you're a professional and you want to be paid like a business, everything gets to be slotted in. If you were to look at my calendar, it's all multicolored. Meetings, Zooms, trainings, coaching sessions, they're all different colors. And I know that you may think that's a little bit excessive, but hey, I want to go to the top earner or an 8-figure earner that actually has a calendar that's empty, right? I don't know of anyone that's a top earner in network marketing that has an empty calendar. So if you want to be a top earner in network marketing, you need to have a calendar full of appointments, full of things to do, trainings, coaching sessions with your mentors. Everything needs to be put in there, right? Number 5, have that conversation with your family and your friends or your loved ones. Like my family, and obviously my husband, who's part of this journey with me, they know that I'm 100% committed to my business. And so there are certain things that they know that I will do, like get up really early and potentially stay up late sometimes, but they know that that's part of the sacrifices that I need to make to be able to take this business to another level. And most of you will know that I'm now in the middle of launching to a new company. I'm literally in my first week, not even 1 week, right? And I'm just about, I think I've ranked 4 times. I'm just about to rank up 6. But I have been in pre-launch mode for an entire month, right? And now I've delivered on that pre-launch in my first week, and I'm officially in launch mode right now, right? And so with that comes sacrifice. Guys, drop me some fire emojis if you're getting value out of this, right? You need to have that conversation, because that way they know that you are fully committed to make this happen. Right? Number 6, obviously set your goal. Like what goals do you want to hit for that month? Now, every single day I have activity goals that will help me to hit an overall result goal. You need to have activity goals that you know are going to help you to get to where you want to go. Right? So every day I will set myself prospecting goals. I'll set myself follow-up goals. I'll set myself messaging goals. I'll set myself connection goals. I'll set myself marketing goals, like doing a Facebook Live on Monday to Friday. I do stories every single. I might do a podcast. Like tonight I'm going to be doing a podcast, right? So that is all part of my marketing strategy. So I will set myself goals, strategies in terms of, activities every single day, and they will actually lead to my overall result goal. You need to have goals, right? And if you wanted to hit a particular rank or an income goal at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, what does that look like throughout the month? Reverse engineer your result goal. Like for example, if you want to hit a rank goal, If you want to hit a rank, what does that look like in volume, right? Once you figure out your volume requirement, what does that look like in terms of, enrollments or customer acquisition? What does that look like from then, once you know the enrollments and the customer acquisition, what does that look like in terms of number of conversations per day, right? A professional will actually reverse engineer their numbers so that way you know that you are working towards that exact result goal. There's no point in you saying, hey, I want to earn 6 figures, but I'm only going to talk to one person a day if I want to earn 6 figures within, 3 or 4 years. Yes, you might eventually get there, but it might take more like 10 or 20 years, right? But you've got to be realistic. If you want to set an actual result goal, what activities, what are the drivers that you're going to be setting for every single day to get you there? So set your goal. Number 7, I already said that, reverse engineer your numbers. Super important that you do this. Know your numbers. Know how you're actually going to get there. It's like you, for example, just getting into the car and driving, but not assessing whether you have enough petrol, you don't have enough fuel, if you've got enough time, how many stops are you going to take, like what sort of breaks are you going to take. You need to plan these things out, right? So it's super important. Number 8, what mini goals are you going to set throughout the month? So, there are 4 weeks in a month. And if you want to hit a particular rank goal or an income goal, where are you going to be at the end of week 1? Where are you going to be at the end of week 2 or week 3, right? So that way, to give yourself some sort of idea of where you have to be at the end of each week will allow you to course correct. Because if you're slightly behind, hey, up your activity, talk to more people, right? What more can you do to help your team win so that you win as well? Okay, super important that you give yourself some sort of guideline as to, where you that end goal at the end of the month, right? And number 9, what are you prepared to give up? This is a really tough one for a lot of people. What are you prepared to give up? Are you prepared to give up Netflix? Are you prepared to give up whatever it is that you need to give up? If it's a weight journey, how are you prepared to give up cakes, chips, soft drinks? What is it that you're prepared to give up to help you to achieve that goal? Nothing comes without some sort of sacrifice. To be able to level up and grow, you must make some sacrifices and you must put in extra time and effort. Otherwise, you would have already hit it, right? So you must know that to actually extend yourself and hit a goal that you've never hit before, you must sacrifice. You must put in an extra amount of effort. Okay, so don't underestimate sacrifice. Okay, and number 10, take time to reflect and celebrate at the end of every day when you do hit your activity goals. So many people do the thing every single day and are so hard on themselves, right? To, because they didn't do this or they didn't do that or they didn't do this. You know what? Life happens. And sometimes you just have to stop and be thankful that you can actually pursue your passions, right? Or whatever it is that you want to do. Some people don't even have that choice. So celebrate every single day that you're actually able to achieve or to go for your goals, to pursue your passions, to be able to do what you want to do. It's super important that you actually understand that part of the journey of growing, right, is to be able to enjoy the process of growth. Have some fun, right? If you're not having fun, you quickly will become disengaged. So you have to enjoy that process. And whatever you need to do that, tap into that. Like when I talked about scheduling your time and scheduling appointments, make sure you put in downtime as well. Like because you're putting in some extra intensity into your activities to actually hit a goal, you must be able to have some downtime to relax and fill up your cup as well. I've learned that so many times I would go for excessive goals and then I'd burn out because I wouldn't give any time back to me that I was sacrificing, right? Yes, I'm sacrificing my Netflix, but that time I'm actually giving back to me, meaning I'm actually resting and just, tuning out, right? Or even just having some fun with my daughter or my son. So it's super important that you understand that. So guys, I hope you had great value there. Stay tuned because I will be coming with part 2 and I hope you had great value and I hope this gives you some sort of insight into the things that you could be doing to have the best month in June. And of course, I've just helped my friend Marlo who has not enrolled anyone since November of last year. So we're talking about 7 months now, right? I actually helped her attract a brand new customer into our new business. So if you are at all open to finding out what it is that we're doing with our system to be able to help people get paid and attract more people, please feel free to drop me a message, send me a message, simply press the message button on my profile and I'll be able to share with you a 3-minute video. Hey Delroy, thanks for hopping on, just like I did with Marlo, and she is now rocking it and exploding in her business. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.